The story begins in 1992, set in the city of Bogota, Colombia. The focus of this story is on a ruthless mafia boss and drug dealer named Don Louis, a merciless figure known for killing anyone who dares to deceive, betray, or underestimate him. One day, Don Louis' trusted confidant, Alex, comes to deliver his intention to leave the criminal world. Alex has long dreamed of living a normal life and finding a better, more decent job.
I love you, Don Luis, like a father. I can't believe this.
Don Louis agrees to his request and embraces Alex as a farewell gesture, creating an emotional moment between the two of them. But just as Alex walks away, Don Louis secretly orders one of his men, Marco, to kill Alex immediately.
Kill this motherfucker.
Elsewhere, Alex, who already suspected that danger was coming, hurried home to see his wife and daughter. He gave his final message to his daughter, Catala, handing her a small chip and a piece of paper with the address of a safe place she had to go. All of this was done to ensure that his daughter could escape and survive the chaos he was facing.
The Catala orchid. That's why I named you Catala. This is your passport. Que Dios te bendiga.
Not long after, Don Louis' men arrived at their house. Realizing the critical situation, Alex tried to get his wife and daughter out of there. Unfortunately, one of Alex's men guarding outside was already shot dead. Knowing that they were completely surrounded, Alex had no choice but to stay inside the house with minimal protection. Without mercy, Don Louis' men broke into the house and shot Alex and his wife dead, right in front of Catala's eyes. Marco then approached Catala, trying to coax her into giving up the chip her father had entrusted to her, but something unexpected happened. Young Catala showed extraordinary courage by fighting back, running away, and even swallowing the chip to keep it safe.
Just tell me, sweetheart. It's a small thing, bigger than this.
To kill Don Luis.
We need your alive!
Catala managed to escape and handed over the chip to a local official, not knowing exactly what it was or what it contained. All she hoped for was that by doing so, she could get a passport and head to the safe place her father had instructed: Chicago, United States.
My passport.
Where did you get this with?
My papa.
The story fast forwards to Catala arriving at the hideout of a gang in Chicago. There, she entered a room and witnessed a man beating another because of unpaid debt. That man was Emilio, the leader of one of the most feared gangs in Chicago and Catala's uncle. Emilio's mother warmly welcomed Catala's arrival, but soon after, Catala expressed her desire to become an assassin.
Is this what you want to be, an artist?
I want to be a killer.
As her uncle, Emilio strongly refused that idea. Catala eventually agreed to continue her schooling first, although her true intention remained the same: to avenge the murder of her parents. Emilio reminded her that intelligence is essential no matter what profession you choose, even for criminals.
You want to be a killer and survive, you got to be a smart one. You got that?
15 years passed quickly. Now, traffic police officers in California were seen resting inside their patrol car, enjoying burgers. Suddenly, a car sped recklessly from the left and collided with them.
What the? You stupid crazy bitch!
Behind the wheel was a young woman, clearly drunk. It was Catala, now fully grown. The crash was not accidental, it was Catala's deliberate plan to get herself arrested and sent to prison.
No license, no registration.
At the same time, a notorious criminal had also just been captured and was being temporarily held in the same facility as Catala.
Be a caffeine kind of night, Joe. Keep your eyes open. Here at Gennaro Rizzo on an overnight.
One night, Catala finally revealed her true self. Using her sharp mind and skills, she managed to unlock her cell door with just a hairpin. Quietly, she slipped into the electrical control room, aiming to disable the giant ventilation fan so she could pass through the corridor without difficulty. Within seconds, she successfully accessed the area. Her first target was a large man with long hair. Without hesitation, Catala took him down. Her brutal actions didn't go unnoticed. The prison guards immediately started sweeping the facility to hunt down the killer. However, when they checked Catala's cell, they found her sleeping peacefully as if nothing had happened. The next morning, an intelligence agent named Ross James was assigned to investigate the mysterious murder that occurred the previous night. While examining the crime scene, Ross spotted a familiar symbol marked on the victim's body, realizing that this killing was connected to a series of similar murders that had yet to be solved. Soon after, Catala was released from prison, casually walking through the crowd unnoticed. From that point on, a total of 22 murders with the same pattern were reported. Ross concluded that the killer intentionally revealed her identity only to the specific targets she intended to eliminate next.
And then you can go.
Really?
Meanwhile, a CIA agent named Richard visited Don Louis' new hideout, which had now moved to the United States. During the meeting, Richard showed him a newspaper article and asked for Don Louis' help in tracking down the mysterious killer. Instead of helping, Don Louis shifted the blame to Marco, accusing him of being the real cause of all the chaos they were facing.
What do you think?
I have.
Not much. Then find out who did.
Later that night, a young man was seen heading to his apartment, unaware that Catala was already inside waiting for him. The man was Danny, a painter who had recently grown close to Catala.
I haven't finished your painting.
The next morning, Catala met her uncle Emilio at his laundry shop. There, Emilio showed her a photo of a mafia boss named William, who was to be her next target. It turned out that Emilio had been the one giving Catala the authority to carry out these deadly missions. However, tension rose between them. Emilio was worried that Catala's habit of leaving symbols on her victims would only bring danger, not just to herself, but to his family as well. But Catala didn't care. Her only goal in life was to avenge the death of her parents by hunting down Don Louis.
Keep you safe. Attack killer.
Door. I had already made my decision.
By
and you know
yourself?
that. Yes.
We love you, Catala.
After preparing everything she needed, including money and a passport, Catala left for Mexico to carry out the mission, following Emilio's instructions. Elsewhere, William ordered his men to tighten security before the big party he was about to host. He didn't want anyone ruining his celebration, but unexpectedly, Catala had already infiltrated William's mansion. With her sharp skills and assassin's instincts, she managed to sneak into the building by swimming through an aquarium full of sharks. It didn't take long before Catala stood silently by the bed where William and several others were sleeping. When William woke up, he was horrified to find strange symbols drawn all over his body. His fear only grew when he discovered his guards lying dead in pools of blood. Panicking, William slowly stepped out of bed, gripping to pistols as he carefully searched for whoever was behind this. Little did he know that right above the shark aquarium, Catala was already standing behind him, ready to strike.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. I want you exactly where you are.
Please.
After finishing her mission, Catala returned to Danny's apartment. That night, driven by curiosity, Danny finally gathered the courage to ask about her real identity and personal life. But Catala stayed silent, refusing to reveal anything about herself. To her, Danny was just a random man, someone to satisfy her desires, nothing more.
I just want to know a little bit more about you. Come on, talk to me. Just a little.
The next day, Catala woke up late after the wild night with Danny. She was supposed to meet Emilio, who had been waiting for her. When they finally met, Emilio was furious, disappointed by Catala's brutal actions in Mexico. She didn't just kill the target, she wiped out everyone, including one of Emilio's own relatives.
8 people slaughtered in Miami. But it changed nothing. Nadim is my friend.
So what?
You scare me, Catala. I do believe in you, Catala. Maybe this.
Meanwhile, Danny was telling his friend Ryan about his strange relationship with Catala, the mysterious woman who would appear whenever she pleased, treating him like nothing more than a fling. Carelessly, Danny showed Ryan a photo of Catala he had secretly taken. Unfortunately, Ryan forwarded that photo to his brother-in-law, who worked at the police department. That's how Catala's identity was finally exposed, reaching the hands of the police and Agent Ross.
It's for Danny. Remember the painter?
Oh, you're all Tiger. You're my brother-in-law, not my boss.
Hey, I want to trace wrong incoming transmission.
Soon after, Catala called Danny just to talk, but she was shocked when Danny confessed about the photo. At that very moment, she realized the call had been tapped by the authorities, and worse, the police were already in position outside her apartment.
We got it. Can you spot the location?
I took a picture of you while you were sleeping with my phone. It's really bad.
Who else saw the picture, Danny?
Nobody. Why?
Reacting quickly, Catala turned on the water in the bathroom to create a distraction, then dashed downstairs to a hidden room where she kept her sniper rifle. As Ross' team prepared to blow the door open, Catala detonated a separate wall to create an escape route.
Charles.
Without wasting time, she headed to her uncle's house, only to find a horrifying scene. Everyone inside had been slaughtered. Catala broke down in tears, regretting that she hadn't listened to Emilio's warnings. She knew instantly that Don Luis and Marco were responsible. Unable to find her, they had taken their rage out on Emilio's family. That night, Catala broke into Agent Ross' house and held him at gunpoint, demanding he provide her with Don Luis' location. She warned him that if he didn't cooperate, his family would be next.
You move a single inch and that'll be the last.
This morning, he took the last piece of me.
Get me Luis Sandoval. Because if you don't,
Oh, I can't help you.
you're gonna go to a funeral every week.
Terrified for his family's safety, Ross went to see Richard at the CIA office. Richard knew exactly who Don Louis was and how powerful the Colombian mafia leader could be. However, getting information about Don Louis' hideout wasn't easy. Despite Ross begging and desperate pleas, Richard still refused to help.
Man, she says she's gonna kill a member of my family.
You started that glass was tempered to resist a direct hit by
Suddenly, a sniper bullet shattered a framed photo on Richard's desk. Now fearing for his own life, Richard finally gave in and provided Catala with everything she needed, including advanced weapons. Not to mention, Catala brought along her two beloved dogs, ready to follow her commands. At Don Louis' hideout, he and his men were preparing for their next move. But without warning, Catala arrived, her deadly skills now fueled by the burning rage of revenge for her slaughtered family. Chaos erupted as Don Louis' men scrambled in panic, many attempting to flee, but all in vain.
Luis, are you okay? Leave me alone.
Marco tried to protect Don Louis while personally confronting Catala, determined to stop her once and for all. But Marco gravely underestimated her. Consumed by fury and revenge, Catala displayed her true strength and tactical brilliance. After taking down Don Louis' forces, Catala faced Marco one-on-one. This was personal. This was the fight that would finally avenge her parents' death. The brutal fight ended with Marco dead, his throat slashed open. Not far away, Don Louis was trembling with fear. He tried to escape by car, only to be blocked by a garbage truck.
Catala.
At that moment, his phone rang. On the other end of the call was Catala. Arrogantly, Louis said that men like him weren't born to be killed, they were born to kill. But before he could finish his sentence, he froze in terror. Catala's two dogs were already sitting beside him inside the car.
I cannot be killed. I do the killing. Now.
Eat.
In the end, Danny was cleared of all charges and freed from suspicion. As for Catala, she vanished without facing any legal consequences. Now, she chose to disappear, walking away from her past, leaving behind the pain and trauma that had haunted her all her life.
You can go.
There's a hole